treated. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going to
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Indianapolis Colts versus Aaron Rodgers and the LA Chargers.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 18 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it? It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little. That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually
visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Touchdown! Cole Beasley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown, Colts. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll go right back to Beasley.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him and the coach. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. These two teams all tied after one. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he finds Beasley complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
What's up, man?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to put defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down, Etienne once more. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Handoff for Etienne. Ooh, the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let the return guy touch it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rodgers again now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The final shot before the break. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just a series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with Etienne. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up net. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now here's Ross.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Being chased out left.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 7, Watson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 4, just under 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pass complete to Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Gibson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try to find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully